as far as everybody in Eastern Canada is concerned, you know, this country is governed for their convenience and their benefit, and the rest of us are just there to serve them. And as far as I'm concerned, those days are over.
Albertans fed up with federal overreach gathered at a packed town hall today where independence advocates explained why a sovereign Alberta is the only way forward for prosperity and stability Albertans deserve. I'm Mocha Bezirgan, and I'm here to ask a simple but important question. What's the Alberta they want to wake up to tomorrow? Let's find out.
So we started off as a colony to serve the interests of the East on September 1, 1905, and here we are 120 darn years later, still being pillaged and plundered for our wealth and having values shoved down our throat that don't align with the values here in the West. This is why we need to get out. Nothing has changed in 120 years.
I'm here for my grandchildren. They need to be free because by the time they get this all sorted out, I'm going to be dead, but my grandchildren will not be, and they need to be free to prosper.
Do you feel like the movement to gain independence is gaining momentum?
Absolutely. This is probably my 12th event. The town halls are getting larger and larger and larger as we go.
Do you think Mark Carney is paying attention?
I really don't care. I have absolutely zero respect for that man. Zero.
You think he's worse than Justin Trudeau?
Oh, way worse. He's way smarter. He's way more dangerous.
When we wake up the next day, when Alberta is independent, we will no longer be governed by the liberal, idiotic policies that are damaging Alberta's prosperity. We are the economic engine of Canada, and we've never been respected. We can certainly be our own leaders, be our own great economy. Don't forget, once we achieve independence, we will be probably in the top 10 of GDP in the world. So our prosperity for our children and grandchildren we have to leave will be tremendous.
I understand this is a non-partisan movement. Do you feel like Premier Danielle Smith is doing a good job?
As far as she's the Premier of Alberta, I don't think she's doing the job that she was elected to. She could have easily introduced in her first year a tax agency, our own police force, put in the application for the Alberta Pension Plans. These are major items that don't need a referendum that she could have accomplished in the first year. Quit trying to appease federal Canada or the Federalists, because they will never be happy. That is what her job was, and I feel that she's not living up to the utmost. She's trying to please every Albertan, which you cannot do. Be a leader and do what's right for Alberta. What's right for Alberta is to ensure that we're prosperous and we leave a prosperous Alberta to our children and grandchildren. Quebec has all those. They've got their own immigration, pension plan, tax agency. We should have that. We easily could have done it in the first year. We need to stop being a colony of Quebec.
Still get your CPP. It's a legal obligation. It doesn't matter where the hell you live, right? So CPP is going to be paid regardless. But the exciting thing about the massive fiscal capacity surplus that is conservatively projected in this document is that within 3 to 5 years, Alberta pension contribution rates can be cut in half, and pensions paid to our seniors can more than double within 3 to 5 years. On the basis of the fiscal capacity.
So what's the Alberta you want to wake up to tomorrow?
Mocha, I'm such a separatist. I've been a separatist for 10 years. I mean, the Alberta I want to wake up to tomorrow is one where we're in charge of our own destiny, where we're not sending money to Ottawa and they're not sending it back. I want us to be in charge of our own destiny. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Do you have a message to people who are in the middle?
Yeah, get out to these events and go listen to the speakers. The speakers can be a little bit optimistic, so listen to them, listen to the questions that people are asking, and then do a little bit of online research, and I think you'll come around.
Ourselves richer than we've ever been before. How do we keep all the Easterners the hell out of this province who want to come here?
Well, I think that the answer's in this document, The Value of Freedom. We put together what we call an immigration and deportation plan. So, the first thing is, anybody that's here on an open work permit that was issued by Justin Trudeau or Mark Carney that is not gainfully employed will be immediately deported. Right? That's step one. Second of all, what we're positing is we've gone back to the old 2005 Government of Canada points program for when immigrants come into Canada, and we've developed our own points program for Canadians wanting to immigrate to Alberta. So first of all, we're giving a lot of points to people that are born in Canada because they have similar educations to us. They're culturally, maybe culturally compatible, etc. People with trades qualifications, useful university degrees, English as a first language. All of those things would get immigration points that would allow them, access, to Alberta. And what we see is with a thriving, booming Alberta economy, with the lowest regulations and the lowest taxes in North America, we don't see that there'd ever be a need for any immigrants to come to Alberta from anywhere other than Canada.
It would look freer than it is today. It would have smaller government, less control, and less taxation. That's the Alberta I want to see.
A free Alberta, definitely.
You don't feel free today?
No, not with what we've got in Ottawa.
Does it feel like a nightmare?
They are trying to make it a nightmare for us.
Do you feel like the moment is gaining momentum?
Definitely. Yeah.
So you have a positive outlook for the future?
It's going to happen. Give it another 12 months and you'll see us working the legalities out.
Every new pipeline is an extra $20 billion a year in revenue. 10 of it goes to Ottawa, 10 of it goes to Alberta. Well, an independent Alberta would keep $20 billion for every new pipeline that's built. So Keystone XL is coming, so we know that, so there's another $20 billion. We've been to, like Dennis, myself, and others have been to Washington to meet with the US administration. They will support Alberta independence. They're very excited about Alberta independence from the standpoint of US national security and freeing the Alberta oil reserves from a security of supply perspective from control of the Chinese communists that govern Ottawa.
There you have it, folks. I hope you found this report informative and thought-provoking. If you want to help me continue capturing the pulse of the streets, go to mediabizergan.com/donate. Many thanks.